Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beatties Crypto. I am your host, David. Today is January 24th, 2024. It is a Wednesday. Happy hump day. Everybody, we're halfway through the week. Just a couple more days until the weekend, and then get to have a weekend. And then we have FOMC next week. So that should be fun. Hope you're all having a wonderful morning. All 0 viewers. And I know it's early for you guys, but it is what it is. I got to put this out, or got to do these lives when I can. So, which is 5:30 in the morning for me. So this is what I gotta do, okay? You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work before work so that you can get ahead in this game. Speaking of getting ahead in this game, last night was a lot of fun on Billy Goat Tells. Please make sure you join Billy Goat Tells every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. to usually 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday in Spaces on X. Just go to my Twitter. This link is in the description. And then go find Billy Goat Tales and then follow Crypto Billy at Billy Goat Tales and come join the community. Last night was the Spaces was about love, and I spoke on loving yourself and how important that is to in order for you to love others and help others. I got into crypto December 2020. By April of 2021, I knew that I wanted to. I was real passionate about it. I when I first got into crypto, and to this day, I was just all up in it. And so in April of 2021, I went ahead and started a Facebook group called Lunar Beaches Crypto, and added a bunch of friends, told them to add their friends so that we could all talk about crypto, and I could help anybody that was newer than me. I had only been in it for like 4 months, but in like 4 months, if you start off and you're just hammering away at it for 4 months straight, I mean, it's you can learn a lot, but at the same time, there's to learn. Like, crypto is almost, it's not impossible to know everything. I mean, it is impossible to know everything in crypto, but I'm not a developer, so I can't code or anything like that. So, I mean, whatever. Anyways, this all started off with join Billy Goat Tales. Make sure you do that. Hashtag givers gain. So yeah. Also, don't forget to follow my guys, Alex O Crypto and Army Piper, the Piper Academy. They're in my description as well. Go ahead, go give those guys a sub. And follow those guys. Anywho, I couldn't really find too much that was interesting, at least to me, in the news. We've got the SEC intensifies legal demands on Ripple, an ongoing case. The TLDR on that is the SEC has filed a motion demanding that Ripple produce financial documents and details of post-complaint XRP sales. So this is past the complaint. The request includes audited financial statements for 2022 and 2023 and contracts related to XRP sales. And the SEC asserts these documents are vital for determining remedies and assessing potential violations. Now, this is important because of the ongoing Coinbase lawsuit, although I don't really know how important it really is because this case is already, it's not settled. This is what they're working on. They're working on a settlement because the SEC already lost this case. You know, XRP was already deemed not a security, and the SEC lost its case. So now they're trying to get as much money as possible, basically. And they're just delaying to get more stuff out of Ripple so that they can hopefully get some more money. That's what it really is about. So that they can go after other crypto companies and stuff like that. So that's typical SEC, you know. No one wants to write any new rules or regulations. You know, the rules and regulations of 1934 are definitely, you know, they're definitely, what's the word? You know, they're definitely up to date, right? They're definitely, they can definitely take on crypto, right? We're talking about a time when nothing was digital. Literally, it was all even the stock market, and like up until the 90s was, and like you would have to go and you'd get the newspaper and you would see what the stocks did the day before or something, how they closed, and then you would go to your broker and then, like, literally newspaper and paper charts, go to your broker and say, hey, I want 3 shares of this and whatever, and then at the market open, that's what they would do. And it's just kind of like, all right, so we put rules in 1934, but that we're supposed to follow 90 years later for a completely novel asset class. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Also, is the Grayscale takeover bait amid Bitcoin ETF battle? Experts said newcomers in the Bitcoin investing game could be enticed by Grayscale, the incumbent with a huge lead. So the battle to scoop up investors' money for newly approved Bitcoin ETFs is shaping up to be a fierce one among BlackRock, Fidelity, and other financial firms. This is by CoinDesk. If the newcomers want to take a giant leap forward, experts say they could consider buying the incumbent in Bitcoin investing, Grayscale. The crypto asset manager earlier this month got permission to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into an ETF. At the same time, 9 other companies won the ability to create their own Bitcoin ETFs. Also, little pause, just want to say, good morning, Jonathan Schaefer. It doesn't look like you're still here, but thanks for popping in for a second and leaving a few comments. I appreciate you. Grayscale started with a huge lead after a decade operating as a closed-end fund. The investment pool had accumulated almost $30 billion of Bitcoin. The newcomers started at zero. The gap has shrunk some as investors remove money from GBTC and the new funds collect money. But at $22 billion, GBTC remains far ahead of the next 2 companies in the assets ranking, BlackRock and Fidelity, both at $1.4 billion. Anyone looking to catch up might want to take a look. Quote, it's certainly possible that Grayscale could get acquired, said Brian D. Evans, CEO and founder of BDE Ventures. They are sort of the standard now, and even my dad had heard of GBTC from a long time ago, so an acquisition could happen because they have some name recognition already. A representative of Grayscale could not be reached for comment. So basically, ETF battle, which we've known, we knew this is how it was going to big battle. It started off with the fees. They started changing up their fee structures and all of that stuff once they saw everybody else's fee structures, and yeah, they this is what we want. We want this. This shows that there's interest. If there's interest, then that means people buy, right? Not financial advice, but that's typically what it means. Sorry. CoinShares, a crypto asset manager, recently bought the ETF unit of Valkyrie Investments, which has a new Bitcoin ETF. Dracy predict. Oh. Sorry. Dracy predicts more transactions like this could happen sooner rather than later. However, for Grayscale, a timeline for potential acquisition might be harder to gauge given some uncertainty surrounding the firm. Quote, someone acquiring Grayscale is theoretically possible, possibly even likely over a long enough time frame, particularly with the current issues surrounding their parent company, said Bloomberg intelligence analyst James Seifert. So they're talking about someone acquiring Grayscale, even though they have the most Bitcoin. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be it on that one. Let's go ahead and move on. We are already 12 minutes in. Okay. Mt. Gox moves seemingly closer to Bitcoin repayments for 2014 hack victims. For those of you that are new to crypto and unaware, Mt. Gox was an exchange way back in the day, 2014. And basically the exchange founder stole everybody's Bitcoin. 850,000 Bitcoin. So Mt. Gox's repayment of customers who lost a combined 850,000 Bitcoin, now valued at $33 billion during its hack of 2014, appear to be progressing. Now, I do watch other streamers, I watch some streamers, and I know that they're getting emails already saying, "Hey, we got your Mt. Gox Bitcoin." And my thing is with this whole Mt. Gox Bitcoin thing is, unless the people that get their Bitcoin back are hurting financially, I'm not sure why anybody that was involved in Bitcoin in 2014 would be selling right now. If they were in Bitcoin in 2014, then they were an early adopter. I mean, we're still I would say, well, we were early adopters before the ETFs. You're still kind of early. I mean, we're still very early when you consider how many people actually own Bitcoin and crypto, which isn't a lot of people. So, yeah, I don't see why anybody from the Mount, now, like I said, unless you're hurting financially or something like that, and you just need the money right away, I don't know why anybody would go ahead and cash in their Mt. Gox BTC. I feel like most of them would probably wait for like new all-time highs or for higher prices or something like that. Not because they haven't already seen an increase from 2014, but rather because if they were in it in 2014, then they might already still be back in it and already have enough money to where they don't need to get rid of the Bitcoin that they receive. I don't know. The emails confirm the recipients will receive payment in Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash to their account with the crypto exchange which they had previously nominated. I didn't know Bitcoin Cash was part of this. Bitcoin Cash is about to die. Nobody wants to hold Bitcoin Cash. We'll see. But so anybody that was in Mount Gox can, there's going to be the narrative that they're going to sell and blah 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 blah. But I don't see any reason for them to sell. At least most of them, a majority of them. Why would you sell right now? Yeah, you've increased your money since when you first got in way back in the day, but how much of your money did you put in way back then? First of all. Second of all, it's been 10 years. Surely you don't need that money right away, right? I mean, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Delta Chai, good afternoon from my side of the world. Good to see you, Delta Chai. Thank you for coming by. Good afternoon to you. Good morning from me. It's kind of, isn't that crazy? I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support. And, yeah. Going to go ahead and move on from that. We need to get to some charts here in a sec. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about AI again, so AI might be starting to pick up again. Hello. Just saying. Check up on your AI coins. Okay, so at Davos, crypto pushes case for decentralized AI. So decentralized AI, let's get it. And does Bitcoin follow Fourier cycles? We'll get into that another time. Like I said, I kind of want to get into the charts now that since it's so late in the show. Anthony Soprano, what's going on? Tony, my guy. Good to see you, man. Our fear and greed is at a neutral, so the market doesn't know what it wants. I forgot to open TradingView before I started the stream. Is the bottom in for Bitcoin? That's what we all want to know. And I'm going to say, before I even get into the charts, not so fast. Not so fast. Don't be so quick to pull that long trigger. I'm going to show you why. Okay. So what? Now, if we come down to the 1 hour, I know we can see that we do have an pretty obvious inverse head and shoulders here. However, we are meeting some resistance here where this was kind of support. Now we're meeting it as resistance. So we do have the head and shoulders pattern in here. And it is on the 1 hour, so that's not really anything to scoff at. However, this could just be a quick move. Let's go ahead and take our neckline here, and then from our neckline down to the tip of the head. This is how you do a measured move on an inverse head and shoulders. And it gets us right up into this liquidity zone, right up in here on this candle. So I really like 1 hour wicks, especially for like intraday stuff. Look at that. So 42,250 could be seen today or tomorrow. And I would expect one more push down, and this is why, because we did get a bullish divergence on RSI and on our trend fusion oscillator, chart prime fusion oscillator. It did dip a little bit lower here, so even it's kind of saying it's not ready. And our market cipher is definitely saying it's not ready. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for another push down. One more move down. So we roll over from here, okay? And then, now I don't know if it's going to be 37,000, but could just be right back down to this box, which is previous resistance that we broke out of, that we are now trying to turn into support. Okay? So, one way that we can do that, we've got our money flow starting to curve back up. It might do a little pop, but what I'm looking for is for that momentum wave to come down. Let me get rid of that. So this one's coming up, but I want to see it come down and then put in a higher low so that we get a bullish divergence. Okay, that is where our price action is coming to the downside, while our oscillator, creating a lower low, and then while our oscillator is creating a higher high, and then we get our bounce, and then we can get moving and get out of here. So that's what I would be looking for. That's what I would be expecting. Not financial advice, but that is something that I would consider. And that seems like it's the most likely outcome for this, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure if we will get this move up or not, or if it'll just go ahead and take care of business. We'll find out soon enough. Right now, it is struggling at that level, but we could get a little short squeeze here up into that liquidity zone and then roll over. And not in a bad way, but in a way that just finishes this whole crashing move. This whole crashing move. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be a 5-wave structure. So that's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in Elliott wave theory, 5 waves would equal. It's a 5-wave impulse, five-wave crashing structure. So I mean, it fits. It fits. So that's what I'd be looking for right there. On Bitcoin at least. So is the bottom in? Not so fast. Just wait. Just give it time, okay? Give it time. Let's go out to the daily and see how we're looking there. In the daily, see, that's what's interesting too. The daily looks like it's close to giving us a bottom as well. If we go ahead and zoom in on the market cipher, it does show that our money flow has been coming out. However, we can start to curl up, and we are starting to see a little bit of curling on our stochastics and our money flow, and our VWAP is coming up. So now this is daily time frame, so this is going to print very slowly, but I would imagine that sometime today, maybe tomorrow, we start to see a green dot being printed on the daily time frame. Now, green dot, when you are in this zone down here, means you are over sold to the extreme, basically, and it's a good time to start looking at buying, because we like to buy the lows and sell the highs. That's what we like, right? I think so. How is the rest of the market doing? Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see. We've got stacks up 5%, Casper up 3%, Solana up 3%. We got some stuff in the green here. Let's go ahead and go over to our Coinbase watch list and take a look at that. Yeah, we got a lot more in the green over here. So yeah, I wanted to see. So Filecoin, that's a storage thing, kind of AI. Where's FET? FET. How is FET doing? Fetch.ai right here. We were talking about AI earlier in the show. How old are these lines? I don't know the last time I looked at this chart. Go ahead and get rid of those. FET is looking like the money flow has come deep out. It's had a double green dot on the 4 hour. Let's see how we're looking on the daily. Okay, so green dot on the daily on FET, and it looks like that money flow could be starting to flip. Stochastic starting to rip, and our VWAP is starting to flip. So FET might be a good one. Now, like I said, I do want to caution because of Bitcoin might have one more move down. But this did from bottom to top pull our fibs, pull back, retracement down to the 0.786 at 53.84. That's typically a good time to buy, a good spot to buy. I'm feeling pretty good about the market as a whole. Let's go ahead and check out our totals. I don't think there's any news today. Let's go ahead and go over to that. Ethereum 2241. It's hanging on by a thread as well. Do we have... It hasn't bottomed out yet. I think Bitcoin's going to bottom out first, and then ETH is going to have to play catch up like it always does. Not always, but you know what I mean. Bitcoin show. When Bitcoin gets moving, it's the Bitcoin show, okay? Totals looking good. I do like seeing, so we do have, I think did we have it on Bitcoin too? Yeah, so we did get this hammer here. So it's a hammer candlestick because it looks like a hammer, you know? That's just usually typically bullish. So I want to see the bullish divergence. That doesn't mean we'll get it, but you know, it's pretty difficult to tell. Right now, I would say that we haven't put in the bottoming structure that I don't feel confident that the bottom is in, right? I just don't feel confident in it just yet. Even though this is kind of a bottoming structure, this inverse head and shoulders, I still see room for us to come down, like I said, to put in that bull div and then move up. So if we get it done this morning in the AM hours, freaking great. That's awesome. We can go ahead and wrap it up and get it over with. But I think the majority of the sell pressure is done. I think so. I think so. All right, let's see. We are holding. Let's go to the weekly on this one. So yeah, we're holding above. Still holding this level here. As long as we get that weekly close, I think we're still good. A weekly close above this support here on these other weeklies. I think we're still good there. Total 3. Looking good. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what the Dixie's looking like. I just heard an owl. Dixie's wanting to come to the upside, but we'll see. We've got the SPY yesterday kept going higher. The Dow Jones was down a little bit, about 100 points or so, and the NASDAQ up 0.43%, and the NDXT, which is the top 100 companies within the NASDAQ, was up a little bit. All these things, blah, 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 blah. Spot Bitcoin ETFs were all down about 2%, 2.5%, and right in there. But I got a feeling that's going to change today. We might see a gap up on our Bitcoin ETFs, and which means we might see an initial move down to fill that gap. Like it might gap up, come up a little bit, and then come down, fill the gap, and then we're done with the selling. So just keep your eyes on that today. Don't forget to be safe. Let's see how we're doing. Where's my ETH BTC? No, it's ETC. ETH BTC. So yeah, this is really, how long ago did I draw that up? I guess from here. This could be, is that topping out? So yeah, Bitcoin's about to take the show again, guys. I think Bitcoin's about to take the show again and start giving us some big impulses to the upside once we are done finishing out this bottom, wrapping it up, and getting moving. Like I said, I've been waiting for if I can get in here real quick, on the lower time frames. I've been waiting to see a structure kind of like this. Getting above this high, but getting above this high and creating a support or getting a bounce off of that. So we come down, maybe we get that one more flush down and then come up and then bounce off of that level right there. Sorry. Come down, put in our bullish divergence, come up, probably get a little squiggly, and then move up, maybe come back down, back test this level here, okay, and then continue higher. And like really get moving, because there's going to be a lot of shorts placed right up here above this level here. And I would imagine here as well. So this thing could really start ripping to the upside once it's done finishing out its bottom. Bull market support band also around 37.2K to 36.2K. So there you go. That's perfect for our bullish divergence scenario that we are looking for. So that's what we want to see. We want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see that price give us one more dip so that we can set up a bullish divergence on our oscillators on the 4 hour, on the 4 hour, and I think on the 12. Do we have a chance for one on the 12? Maybe not. Definitely on the 4 hour though, so we can get that momentum wave to come down a little bit, give us that divergence. Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, that's got to be it for me. I do have work in less than an hour, so I got to get ready for that. Got to go make my lunch. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by this morning and joining the show. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content. When I go live, don't forget to share out the video and join the Discord. Link is in the description. Follow Alex O Crypto and Piper Academy. They are in the description as well. As always, this is not financial advice. Don't put any money into the market that you can't afford to lose. If it's between your rent or the markets, always pay your rent, okay? So don't forget to use a stop loss and just proper risk management in general. Protect your capital at all costs. And yeah, I'm just a dude on the internet that loves crypto, loves trading crypto, and loves teaching charts and stuff like that for free, 100% for free. Everything. I've always been that way. with my Discord and everything. So, yeah, the only thing I ask from you, is your like and your love and your support. But anyways, thank you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Peace out. Have a radical day. Ride the waves.